The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between the AFC and the NFC. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, our game featuring a great matchup at the quarterback position. A couple of Pro Bowlers from a year ago. Justin Herbert and Aaron Rodgers.
And Brandon, these are the two names in big bold letters on the marquee sign, aren't they? This is why everyone tuned in. This is why we're here. And these are the kind of games where they wind up seeing if they can outdo each other, contrary to what they told us both. No, we're just playing against the other defense. We don't play against each other. They've got excellent supporting cast, and believe me, they'll be eyeing the other guy.
Comes the NFC for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm.
Right to the air is Rodgers. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
I give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the capable of.
On first down, Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Again, Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it.
Now the AFC for their first drive. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Every blade of grass, that allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that
drive, their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got him.
He runs through people, but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open.
Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind. On first down, Justin Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to...
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free.
Because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle.
Now Rodgers. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Number 4. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And partner in a tie game in the fourth quarter.
Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp from 8 yards out. And the NFC has taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there. Going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now, and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them, and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good. Herbert to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half.
I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.